Good morning, children. Welcome back to our math session. Today's topic is Part 4 and Exercise 11.4 of Chapter 11 Menstruation. So let we start. In today's class, we are going to study a new topic, that is volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cube and cuboid we already learned, right? What is the formula of volume of a cube? That is side into side means side whole cube, right? Then what is the volume of a cuboid? Length into breadth into height, right? The same way, the volume of a cylinder. What is the shape of the base of a cylinder? The base would be in circular shape, right? So what is the area of circle? That is pi r square. And what is remaining here? Height. In a cylinder, the height and base area is there, right? So the product of base area and height, that is the volume of a cylinder. Means volume of a cylinder is equal to base area into height. What is base area? That is the area of a circle, that is pi r square. Now pi r square into h, that is height, that is equal to pi r square h. So what is the volume of a cylinder? The volume of a cylinder is pi r square h, right? Let's start exercise 11.4. Question number 1. Given a cylindrical tank, in which situation will you find the surface area and in which situation volume? So for finding area, when a region covered by a boundary such as outer and inner surface area of a cylinder, a cone, a sphere, and surface of wall or floor like this, right? Then only we are finding the area, surface area of an object. Now for volume, when the amount of space occupied by an object such as water, milk, coffee, tea, etc., then we have to find out volume of the object, right? So the first question is to find how much it can hold. So here it can hold means space occupied an object. So because it would be volume. So in this situation we can find the volume, right? Now second one, number of cement bags required to plaster it. So cement bags, how much is required there for plastering the things? Yeah, plastering the wall. Yeah, plastering the things. So for that, what we have to do? We want to find the surface area. How much area is required, right? So here, in this situation, we can find the surface area. To find the number of smaller tanks that can be filled with the water from it, we have to fill water. So space occupied there, right? So in that situation, what we have to find? We have to find the volume. So we can see that in A and C, we have to find volume. In B situation, case B, we have to find a surface area. Clear? Question 2. Diameter of cylinder A is 7 centimeter and the height is 14 centimeter. Diameter of cylinder B is 14 centimeter and height is 7 centimeter. Without doing any calculations, can you suggest whose volume is greater? Verify it by finding the volume of both the cylinders. Check whether the cylinder with a greater volume also has greater surface area. Let's see. Here we can see that cylinder A is means diameter is 7 and height is 14. And in cylinder B, diameter is 14 and height is 7. Means vice versa it is given. Interchanged, right? The height and the diameters of this cylinder A and B are interchanged. Now first we know that the volume of a cylinder. What is the formula? Pi r square h. If measures of R and H are same, then the cylinder with a greater radius will have greater area, right? So for that, let me see the radius of cylinder A. The radius of cylinder A is 7 upon 2, right? So that will be 3.5 centimeter. Now what is the radius of cylinder B? That is 14 upon 2. That is equal to 7 centimeter. So the radius of cylinder B is greater. So we know that the volume of cylinder B will be greater, right? So yes, the radius of cylinder B is greater. So therefore the volume of cylinder B will be greater. Let us verify it by calculating the volume of both the cylinders. So first cylinder A. Volume of cylinder A is equal to pi r square h. Here the value of pi 22 upon 7 into r 7 upon 2 into 7 upon 2 into h 14. Now 2 in 22 11, 2 into 14 7. 7 7 will cut. Now what is remaining? 11 into 7 into 7, that is equal to 539 centimeter cube. Right? So volume of cylinder A we got 539 centimeter cube. Now let's see volume of cylinder B. Formula same, pi r square h 22 upon 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. Here r also 7, height also 7. So 7 7 will cut. Now what is remaining? 22 into 7 into 7 means 22 into 49. That is equal to 1078 centimeter cube. From this we can understood that volume of cylinder B is greater. Right? In next slide we can see the surface area of the both the cylinders. Okay. Let's see the surface area of cylinder A. What is the formula? The formula would be 2 pi r into r plus h. Right? Here 2 into the value of pi 22 upon 7 into r 7 upon 2 into 7 upon 2 plus 14. Now inside the bracket it's a fraction. First we can add the fraction. 2 is the LCM. 2 for the 28. So 7 plus 28 upon 2. Here we can cut it. 7 in 7 cancel. 2 and 2 also cancel. Only 22 is remaining outside. So 22 into 35 upon 2. So 2 in 22, 11. So 11 into 35, 385 centimeter square. So the surface area of cylinder A would be 385 centimeter square. Now let's see the cylinder B. What is the surface area? Formula would be 2 pi r into r plus h. 2 into 22 upon 7 into 7 plus 7. So here 7 7 will cut. 2 into 22 44 into 7 plus 7 14. So 44 into 14 would be 616 centimeter square. Now we can see that here also volume B was greater. Same way surface area of cylinder B also greater. So the surface area of cylinder B is also greater than the surface area of cylinder A. Clear? Third question. Find the height of a cuboid whose base area is 180 centimeter square and volume is 900 centimeter square. So base area of a cuboid means that would be length into breadth, right? That is given 180 centimeter square. Now what is the volume of a cuboid? Length into breadth into height. So from this we can find out height because volume is already given, that is 900 centimeter cube. That is equal to 180 centimeter square into height. So height would be 900 divided by 180. That is equal to 5 centimeter. So what would be the height? The height of the cuboid would be 5 centimeter. Right? Now see question number 4. A cuboid is of dimension 60 centimeter into 54 centimeter into 30 centimeter. How many small cubes with a side 6 centimeter can be placed in the given cuboid? Here in this case means a number of something we want to find. Then we have first we have to find the volume of both bigger one and smaller one. So first we can take the volume of cuboid, that is 60 into 54 into 30, that is length into breadth into height. That would be 97,200 centimeter cube. Now side of the cube, that is given 6 centimeter. Then what is the volume? Side cube. So 6 into 6 into 6, that is equal to 216 centimeter cube. Now what is number of cubes required? That would be volume of the cuboid divided by volume of the cube. So 97,600 divided by 216, that would be 450. So how many cubes are required? So 450 cubes can be placed in the given cuboid. Okay. Question number 5. Find the height of the cylinder whose volume is 1.54 meter cube and the diameter of the base is 140 centimeter. So here volume is already given, right? And the diameter also given. From that radius we can find first. So radius would be 140 upon 2, that is 70 centimeter. But area is given in meter cube. So we can convert this centimeter into meter, 70 upon 100. So what is the formula of volume of cylinder? That would be pi r square h. Now pi r square h is here what is given 1.54 meter cube. That will be 22 upon 7 into 70 upon 100 into 70 upon 100 into height. We are not converting it directly, we are writing because we can cancel it directly. So from 100 0 0 will cut. Then 7 in 70, 10. Okay, yeah, otherwise you can cut a 7, 7. Now what is remaining there? 1.54 into 100 divided by 22 into 7. That will be 1 meter. Means 22, you can cut it. 7, you can cut it. 1.54 would be 0.22. So 0.22 into 100, that is 22. So 22 by 22, 1 meter. Okay. So what is the height of the cylinder? The height of the cylinder will be 1 meter. Right? Now, sixth question. A milk tank is in the form of cylinder whose radius is 1.5 meter and length is 7 meter. So here radius is given 1.5 meter and length, here length means we can take our height. Find the quantity of milk in liters that can be stored in the tank. So capacity we have to find. So radius 1.5 meter, length that is height 7 meter. Now what is the volume? Pi r square h. So 22 upon 7 into 1.5 into 1.5 into 7. So that would be 49.5 meter cube. Right? Now we know that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. So required quantity would be 49.5 into 1000. That is equal to 49,500 liter. So therefore 49,500 liter of milk can be stored in the tank. Clear? Seventh question. If each edge of a cube is doubled, then first one is how many times will its surface area increase? Same way, second one is how many times will its volume increase? Here the question is, means each edge of a cube is doubled. For example, edge A, then what would be the each edge? That would be 2A, like that. Okay, let's see. Let initial the edge of the cube be L. Then initial surface area, what would be there? 6L square, right? Now each edge of the cube is doubled, then it becomes 2L, double L, right? So that is 2L. Now what is surface area? 6 into 2L whole square. That means 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 6, 24. That would be 24L square. That is equal to 4 into surface area. 6L square means surface area into 4. So how many times it's coming? 4 times the area. So clearly the surface area will be increased by 4 times if the edge is doubled. Clear? Now second, initial volume of the cube will be L cube. Now when each edge of the cube is doubled, then it will become 2L, right? So what is the volume? 2L whole cube. 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So 8L cube, that is equal to 8 times the volume. So how many times it is increasing? If the edges is doubled, then 8 times the cube will increase. So the volume of the cube will be increased by 8 times. Clear? Now, last question. That is question number 8. Water is pouring into a cuboidal reservoir at the rate of 60 liters per minute. If the volume of reservoir is 108 meter cube, find the number of hours it will take to fill the reservoir. Okay. So volume is already given. That is given in meter cube, but we have to change it into liter. So multiply by 1000 because 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. So 108 into 1000, that is equal to 1,08,000 liter. Now it is given that water is being poured at the rate of 60 liter per minute. Okay. Now we can find out required number of hours. So volume of the reservoir divided by rate of flowing the water. So here 1,08,000 divided by 60 minutes. So that would be 1,800 minutes. Now we want to find in hour. Yeah, otherwise directly also you can do divided by 60 into 60. But here we are doing separately. Then convert it into hour. 1,800 divided by 60. That is equal to 30 hours. So it will take 30 hours to fill the reservoir. Clear?